Hello and welcome back. I am your host, Dead Entry, and we are going to be playing Dragon Age the Veilguard. So this is a continuation of the series. So last one we talked to Solus for the first time. Second time I should say. We're going to go ahead and do some decorating, because that's what we can do. So we can do a rogue's practice kit there. Or there. You can change this to either Elven Artifact, Scroll, or the Mirror. Doesn't look like I can change a whole lot, to be honest. Yeah, I haven't unlocked a whole bunch of things just yet. Look! Fishies! So this part of the veil is apparently linked to the ocean. The glass and everything gives me a very much Bioshock film feeling. Also, let me know if you agree down in the comments if game companies should stop having an A team and a B team. Or if they do, the B team should be the one managing updates and things like that, while A team should be managing things like creating games.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing.
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I can't do what you do. I've barely been holding it together in the short time you've been out.
You don't need to do what I do. You just need to get it done. Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? That first ill-fated Arlathan expedition. Not the recent one. Demons just kept coming for us. Dozens. Hundreds. But you didn't give up. You found a path out of that forest. Led us from the darkest depths back to safety. Lost that magic map. Pissed off some historians, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
There is something. Demeter's crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You took him back to the Veil Jumpers.
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on their mind, even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solus and the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
Your old friend is kind of an asshole, Varric.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall while the two of you get into it. Solus fought a rebellion against Elgar'nan and Gillenane. He didn't want to be a god. But he's also a lot older and more powerful than any of us. He looks at us like we're toddlers.
So how do I deal with him?
Act like you're as smart as he is, and he'll be insufferable. Show him you respect his age and experience, and he'll remind you he's just a man. Honestly, pick whichever of those pisses you off less.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
That is true, though. When romancing Solus, you have to show him your maturity and whatnot. You can't just be like a know-it-all either. Because if you're a know-it-all, he's like, oh, there's no reason to with this person. Why even really bother? But if you argue with him, you also show that you're willing to listen. He respects that.
When I took over at the ritual site, I had to make a call on who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team, and Nev got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the best information you had. Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
So something I just realized. On this wheel, one of the things they could have done was, like, for example, Xbox controller. B to this side. Opposite side would be X. A down, Y up. Then right bumper, left bumper, respectively up at the top. Left trigger, right trigger, respectively down at the bottom. You could have done that and make the game made it a little bit easier versus having to hold the
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Okay,
thumbstick.
one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime.
And then if you can still use the thumbstick though, if you want, just once it's activated and it's going, that's what's being used to kind of highlight and select.
Go see what the others are up to.
You then press A to confirm. Remember, apparently Nev wanted to talk to us again.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here, but you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Balara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Not just any assassin, their most feared mage killer, the Demon of Virantium.
Working with a feared mage killer doesn't bother you?
If he doesn't have a contract out on me, it's not a problem.
You think a trained killer will like us?
What's not to love? The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years, but the Crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
Time to make new friends.
We'll see if it works.
You said the Crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Tevinter authority
Won't help and can't be trusted, which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group that fights slavers, blood magic, and imperial corruption. They've got eyes and ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
Are they all mages?
Tevinter might prize its mages, but the Shadows accept anyone. We've all got a stake in the cause.
I get the feeling you have a lot of dramatic stories.
One or two.
So, we talked to the Crows in Antiva and the Shadow Dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either, if Balara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
Almost there. I just have to. Shit. Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I got it.
Mostly?
Mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion.
So, Bellara's voice actress reminds me of two people. One, Daisy. Two, the forensic scientist from Lucifer.
There you have it. What is that place? If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Illuvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Vir of Us. Freedom of ways. I wonder...
If that is the Fade on the other side, won't it be dangerous? As the Fade often is.
More dangerous than elven gods who wield the blight as a weapon?
Point taken.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Illuvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Either you found some way to get into the lighthouse without us seeing, or you've been here all along. Not sure which one worries me more.
The wolf's fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more sad.
Just because something's sad doesn't mean it isn't dangerous.
I can think of an example or two that proves that.
And we still don't know what this Illuvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
So I guess day one didn't have any achievements or something, because I've been getting them like crazy.
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker. I go where I am needed, dweller. Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The crossroads.
Okay, this is a different crossroads than what I remember seeing in Dragon Age Inquisition.
Oh, the crossroads. Right, of course.
The Evenur's hunger for the crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Light, death, madness. They send their minions to claim this place. The crossroads is in a time of need, dweller. I cannot protect you.
You don't have to. If you're standing against the gods, then consider us reinforcements. Light, roots, and magical seals. What's through there? Can't travel this way.
The gods aren't taking any chances.
So it looks like there should be something there, but it's not there. Same with over there. Mirrors upon mirrors. This place is amazing. June's normal illuvians function with wind lyrium fragments. One always leads to another. Solus somehow talked the crossroads into making Fade Illuvians that override them his own network to run our rebellion. Provided you ignore all the old stories about holding mirrors up to mirrors and getting caught in the infinite reflections. Oh, it's not. So this is supposedly more of the Fade. Again, you're supposed to be able to look anywhere in the Fade, and up is down, down is up, left is right, right is left, left is also up,
Here,
right is also
this
down.
dock seems sturdy.
That's what I remember about the Fade.
So you can ferry us to the other islands.
Winds await, dweller.
There it
I'll
is.
take that as a yes.
Places between. The spirits here were driven out. Refugees now from the gods' minions. I have summoned the guardians of the crossroads to protect them. Beware. The guardians repel all interlopers.
Which means us, too.
Guessing that's the Golden City. That is the lighthouse. Well, I couldn't see it actually from there. Which makes me think more and more that the lighthouse is indeed the Golden City. Could I be wrong? Sure. Am I though? Oh no, I need to find the Golden City to be sure. Golden City's also been one place that Dragon Age fans have been trying to locate in the Fade for quite some time.
The gods' blight and blood magic has sealed the way. Only their champion may open it.
A champion?
It dwells on this island. Challenge the champion and claim its essence. This path will open to you.
Where is the Golden City though? Is this it? Am I in the crossroads? Is it the lighthouse? Is it that place up there? There's a big giant circle. Looks like it may hold something to have something to do with Andraste. Again. Oh, I'm not sure. Finished city. I'm dreaming. This time I know I am. Even if I didn't, this place would tell me I never dream of a place like this. Cities are full of people. An empty city is the bones of a good meal. Reminder that makes a hungry woman sad. Susan Treviziel, Janine Circle, 820, Blessed.
What's this? It looks like an entryway. What's going on here?
Is that spirit a prisoner?
You're awake. How's your head? The guards really knocked you about.
Well, it's...
Do you remember our mission? Gillinane's lab. The wolf sent us to infiltrate her testing grounds. Things didn't go perfectly to plan, but the wolf smuggled in help. A key. If you can fight, grab the key and we'll run for it. Just be ready for whatever the witch has in store.
It's like all she sees is another ancient elf. One of Solus's agents? This is a memory. We're seeing Solus's
Freedom. We'll move faster if we split up. See you ahead.
Solus's past is what I think I was going to say.
Blight. Be careful.
Is it real blight or just a memory?
It's the Fade. It's real. Nothing is fake in the Fade.
These are more
Nothing
than just memories.
is real. Why are they calling her Gillinan? Wasn't she always called Gillinan?
Wolf, you came for us. Your key was enough.
Is that...
This unnatural corruption demanded my personal attention.
Why does he have hair?
Strong. It has already blocked the escape route I had planned. We will need another way to the surface.
It would have been better if he always had... if he was
I will
always bald.
destroy what corruption I can.
Been funnier.
We must cut through these monstrosities before Gillinane unleashes something worse.
Now it's just sad.
Solus sounded rattled.
He was spooked. By the blight, I mean.
Seriously, they got lazy. They combined. It's like they
broke through to Gillinane's
trying to take things from other games
Think of the darkspawn we face compared to these. What if?
and to make it them
Maybe the
get their
darkspawn
own.
we've been seeing aren't new. Maybe they're old.
And if they are old, I'm guessing they're what you guys first wanted Darkspawn to look like. To kind of make them look like that for your game. And as such,
The blessing you deny.
decided to put them into this game. So, you know,
Gillinane got her.
lazy again. Taking old work and just adding it to a new game.
You would unleash a blight on this world and call it a masterwork. You, who are the most sensitive of us.
All that I am belongs to the pursuit of creation. You chose to constrain yourself. I must climb to the heights only understood by gods. I go now to join them.
Wolf, you are greater than any of them. Please, help me.
Come on. Be the god she needs. Help her.
I am so sorry I failed you. There is only one way I can help you now. This place and the corruption within it must be eradicated. No trace can be allowed to spread. Go. Your work here is done. There is no need for you to witness what I must do.
It's over. Solus destroyed the lab, the blight that was here, and his agent.
I'm sure he sees some greater good. The people in his way to get there, not as much.
They... This fragment might tell us more. That's the champion we're looking for. Watch yourselves. Look, that's the essence we need. It's cold. Ugh, hope I don't have to carry it for too long.
As the gods champion passed freely, so will you.
But what if I want to place it somewhere else? Like, over here? Fine, I'll place it here.
That's a lot of Illuvians, and they're all intact. I wonder where they lead.
Time to find out.
Treviso. Yeah, I'll do you first.
Treviso, one of the finest cities in Antiva, now living under occupation. Let's hope our crow contact can meet us.
Welcome to Antiva. You must be Rook.
Must I?
And you're Andaratea Cantori of the Crows.
Thea, please. Come. My associate Viago is gathering the others. We can talk business when we arrive.
I'm just trying to see if there's any... What if when you're doing a escort quest, like NPCs you're escorting were like me, like us, actually just wandering around trying to find Blue while you're trying to just hurry.
The unarmed soldiers have made themselves comfortable.
We have suffered their company for too long. I swear. The Antam reached a stalemate in their war with Tevinter. Some turned here instead.
Pet the kitty. Alright, really quick, I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward through this. There were quite a few shops that we were able to go ahead and locate and see in Treviso. Got some gold from this one. There's others I got a couple of other things from. This is the area where you first get to actually experience kind of a actual good shopping center around. I am guessing that there is probably going to be a way that you can kind of inflate or crash their market by selling a bunch of items and then buying them and selling them, buying them and selling them. That's going to be something to explore another day. Kind of what I was wanting to go over with you here is the Qunari have taken over this town, kind of like what they did with Kirkwall back in Dragon Age 2. It looks like, from the sounds of it, Tevinter kind of came to a stalemate, so they turned their attention to this place, and now the Bioshock are kind of in control. That being said, the crows are still around, and they are still feared and whatnot, but they are still more in the shadows than anything. I am just going to go ahead and fast forward to where we meet the crows, because this is just a lot of shopping for me.
You're the client.
This is Rook. Did you want a drink? I promise not to let Viago near it.
Viago de Riva, Fifth Talon. And this is Catarina de la Morte, First Talon of the Crows.
An honor. And you are?
Ilario de la Morte, her grandson. What brings you here?
Right. My target is a pair of elven gods, or that's what they call themselves. They're ancient, blighted mages. My detective says you have a man who brought blood mages and Venatori to their knees.
Lucanis. My grandson. They called him the Demon of Irantium. He was the one who did those jobs.
Sending a demon to take down a god. Sounds like a plan.
It's a nonsense plan, but that's not important. Lucanis de la Morte is dead.
What I say doesn't leave this room. The body our people brought back was not my grandson. It was dressed in his clothing, but it had been altered with blood magic to have his face.
My cousin is still alive? And you didn't think to tell me? His ship was attacked. We knew someone sold him out. So you kept your suspicions to yourself.
But you've brought it up now. Why?
I've had eyes on the Venatori ever since they took my grandson from me. They were hunting your dread wolf. And what you did to his ritual threw them into disarray. They made mistakes, and now I have a location. The Ossuary, where the demon of Irantium is kept. Find this Ossuary. Free Lucanis. You'll have your god killer. And I'll have my grandson.
Come. Katarina arranged a boat. One of our mages will meet us there.
A boat?
Did you think the Venatori would keep a normal prison? Or that one could hold the demon of Virantium? The ossuary lies beneath the sea. A fact I learned mere minutes ago.
Secret and excessive. Sounds like Venatori.
Are you coming with us?
It's possible you play the alluring hero.
Sorry.
I know Treviso. If we have a deal, I have a better chance of distracting
Got
their
to not
interest.
skip this for the sake of the recording. Pretty much, we're going on the boat. He's going to stay back and keep watch. Make sure we weren't followed.
So how do we get in?
You'll see.
Someone or something already took down the guards.
Might work in our favor, but Something's wrong here. Let's hope we find our demon alive.
Look. So this is the ossuary. This doesn't look like any prison I've seen.
I have never seen a creature like that before. I'm also very disappointed with this game because we have not had one mention of Andraste. And I know what you guys are thinking. But that injury, we're not in Ferelden or the other place. What was the other place called? It started with an O. We're not there anymore. Why would they be talking about Andraste? You know they don't really respect Andraste over here. It's not that they don't respect Andraste, it's that the difference is Tevinter does not want a woman in power in their chantry. They still believe in Andraste and all that, and Dorian even mentioned Andraste. It's just that they just didn't want a female in power
I can't believe
like the others.
If the enchantments containing this place ever failed.
Nervous about that, or the job in general? Not everyone deals with the Antiban crows, unless to tell about it.
We're up against gods. A demon might come in handy.
I want to go that way. If at least I made it to where, oh, I step there and then the place falls down. Yeah, at least a chance to try and sidestep things. But no, you can't do that because you were lazy in game creating. Like, nope, and no. A lot of games have stopped giving us stop saying like, no, you can't go here. They've given us at least a chance to try and get to somewhere. Even to places we aren't supposed to go yet. For example, there's another game playing called Once Human, and during the first season, you weren't supposed to see where the current season is taking place, which is season 2. However, there was a way for you to kind of get a sneak peek to the map. It was risky, it was dangerous, but there was a way to do it. A way to go back there as well. There's another portion of the map that you weren't supposed to go to, looked like more of a fall setting, which I honestly thought we were going to because they said, well, yeah, we're going to be doing different seasons with actual real life seasons. So he was going to have, we were supposed to be in the summertime because summer was the season that started. Then we were supposed to be going to a fall season is what I thought we were going to be going to. But no, we're in a winter season. I don't know why you're giving us red crystals that look like freaking red lyrium, but okay.
We don't have to fight. We're just here for Lucanus de la Morte. Get ready.
Razihale, Dragon of Mystery! Lucican, Dragon of Night! Hear your faithful call!
I'm guessing you're the reason we're here.
Who are you? Who sent you?
My name's Rook. Katerina sent me.
Katerina. But you're not a crow.
Whoa, wait, hang on. Archdemons were 5 Tevinter mages that went and became archdemons. Now it's saying that the archdemons are old gods. Galish elves were in Tevinter? Interesting.
You weren't expecting a rescue. I wasn't expecting whatever that was.
Rook, he's possessed by a demon.
It's complicated.
Katerina promised us a mage killer if we broke you out of here.
I can still work.
Good. Because I'm pretty sure more Venatori are on their way. We have to get moving.
They have a vial of my blood. They can use it to control me. I cannot leave it in their hands. And I had a One of my targets is here. Caliban. Crows don't break contracts.
Yeah, the famous Crow contracts. So you want a prison break, a blood heist, and assassination help just to get you out of here?
I'll owe you.
I'm sure we'll owe each other before this is all over. Let's go. So, first order of business?
Blood first, then my target. Caliban, the prison warden.
Where do we find them?
In the tower, there's a bridge.
Not anymore. We'll have to find another way across.
Seriously, it bends the arrows just the way I need them to go. Like, make them go in a straight line. Be funner that way. Make us at least have some sort of skill. If anyone complains about not being able to shoot a bow and arrow in a game, or it's too hard to do that, tell them to suck it up, Buttercup, get good. As far as level design goes, it looks like it's on par with an adult film game. Favorite thing to do in games: breaking boxes, pots, barrels. It's almost as if the breaking those helps replenish my will to live. Alright. I think I've destroyed everything that's breakable in this area. And I think I finally got that all out of my system. You know how I said my need to break objects was sated? I lied. Oh yeah. This is like the best part about this game. It's just a giant rage room. Style video game. Here, break all these items. I know our game sucks, so take your frustrations out on objects that we placed in the game. It's the only reason I can think of as to why they place so many boxes and lacqueries and different things in this game.
It's finally gone.
So now what?
Now we find Caliban.
Caliban. Padam Shavai.
Oh, this was entirely unnecessary.
Is this just me, or does that look like Orifius, but without the blight?
He's already the demon in my rank here. Won't this be ironic? Hilarious. And now look at the mess you've made of my facility. She always leaves me to clean up.
So this is Caliban.
He's the target I was sent for a year ago. A crow never abandons a contract. What did they offer you in exchange for my life, Crow? Was it worth it? I will have order! The crows send their regards.
So we got your target.
Yes, the job's done.
Smells like blood. Ashes. Not done, not yet.
So we have what's his name plus the dark version of his name, dude. Just take the dark eco inside of you. It's awesome. Just use it.
Lucanus, are you alright? Lucanus, what are you looking at?
Careful. They know we're not right.
You cannot see him. I wondered.
We clearly have things to discuss. Somewhere else.
Agreed. I think it's time I got some air.
Make it.
Lucanus, what happened here? A message from Zarenata. I can't believe it. You're home. Sarah? Her people got this close?
The woman who runs the prison?
The Venator
Revenge for the breakout, maybe.
Where's Katerina?
She's...
The Venatori caught her in their confusion. I get one of you back, only to lose the other.
Lucanus, I'm so sorry.
I need to work.
Are you sure? You should take some time.
I don't need time. I need a target. You just got here, and already you want to leave again? Katerina gave me a contract. I'm not breaking the last deal she ever made. And I owe Rook. Once that's done, I'll come home.
Can't say your new contract's easy, but we'll be as quick as we can.
Cousin, when you find Sarah, I need to be there.
We are under attack. Antam on one side and Avenatori on the other. Forget revenge. We need you.
No, Viago. Sarah came for us here, in my house. She took Katerina from my house. You find her and cut her heart out, Lucanis. Vi and I will hold down the fort.
I'll give her your regards, Thea.
For Katerina.
The crows had lost a talon, but the demon of Irantium was free at last. Sooner or later, debts new and old would come due. And they would all be paid in blood.
They're the same thing. Mostly, kind of.
Except one will manipulate you, or kill you, or both.
But how do you get rid of them?
What's everyone talking about?
Spite.
The demon in Lucanus. When a person gets possessed, the demon usually takes control.
And they turn into a monster. The spirit just molds them however they want.
I've heard of abominations being cured by killing the demon in the Fade. That's not a sure bet, though.
Well, there's one way, but it's, well, we'd have to,
You'll have to kill me.
That can't be the only solution. Can't we reason with Spite, maybe? Persuade it to leave?
Talk doesn't work on spite.
She won't hurt you. How sweet. I want to talk to her.
before we do, well, that, let's think this through some more. There has to be a solution.
I have people in Marathas I can ask, but I wouldn't get my hopes up.
All right. So what next?
Let me talk to them. I want to talk to her.
Lucanus!
No. It's fine. I'm fine.
What did he do that for?
Throwing a tantrum when he doesn't get his way.
But he could just take you over, make you do what he wants.
It's, not great, but kind of good news, in a way.
He's done this before? Enough that you just shrug it off?
He'd do this in the ossuary. The Fate does whatever his spirit wants. Real walls and chains, not so much. Just give me a minute. He'll get bored once everyone leaves.
So this is a domestic abuse thing. I know the game's rated M and everything. I know teenagers play it, it's trying to introduce it, but kids also play this game, and yes, I understand they should be able to recognize the signs and everything like that, but it's also a very hard concept for them to be able to understand and grasp. This is not something that should be, in my opinion, should be put into a game that is meant to be fun, enjoyable, relaxing.
a demon.
You don't have to worry about me.
Lucanus.
Please.
And Lucanus is acting very much how a guy would act in these situations. We're like, don't worry about me. I'll handle it. I'll take care of it. They're trying to be woke, but at the same time, it's a game. Have it be fun. You can try and put some things, but that should be more side thing, not put into like a, oh, yeah, it's, here it is. This is it type of situation. It should be more of a side thing that if you want to go ahead and go down it, you're more than welcome to. It shouldn't be a, you're automatically going down this because we say so type of situation.
You asked for time. Is this long enough?
Yes, my head's clearer. Though I would kill for a decent cup of coffee.
Have you? For coffee, I mean.
Not today. You've got questions. You might as well ask them.
You're the best mage killer in the Antivan Crows. So how'd the Venatori catch you?
Someone set me up. I had a contract for Colivan, in the ossuary. I took a ship from Treviso to Minrathus. They were waiting for me. Knew which ship and when it would arrive. I don't know how they convinced the Crows I was dead, but I woke up in the ossuary with Zara gloating about it.
I know Katerina volunteered you to work with us. Are you okay with that?
When the first talent of the Crows gives you a job, you do it. Especially if she's your grandmother. But there's plenty of reason for me to work with you beyond that, Rook.
Such as?
I owe you a debt, for one. And after a year in that hole, maybe I'm looking forward to stabbing a god or two in the back.
I know we brought you in as a specialist, but things are rough. I need everyone to help out.
Of course. I hate sitting idle, and it's better I stay occupied. You haven't asked about Spite.
From what I've seen, I'd say you picked the right name.
He's stronger when I sleep, so I try not to do it much. No one was in the ossuary by choice, not even the demons. We both did what we had to get out of there.
So, if you're an abomination...
I suppose I should get used to that.
But I heard that only mages can get possessed by demons.
I'm skilled with a blade, but I promise you, without Spite, I have the magical talent of a brick. There must be some difference between a demon deceiving their way into a body and being forced into one. Only Zara knows for sure.
I admire you. What you've been through would break most people.
I would not give Zara the satisfaction.
Still, you must be a very courageous man.
A very stubborn one, perhaps, but that's kind of you to say. Leave Spite to me. If he's trapped in this world, he has good reason to fight for it. For now, I must honor our contract. Gods, magic, politics. Things are going to get very bloody.
Oh, shit! No! Okay. Try again. Deep breaths. There. Damn it! Oh no! Sorry. Just breaking things.
Want help? I could, I don't know, kick it or something?
Oh, yes. Just be careful. Some things don't do well. If you break them, I mean.
What kind of don't do well are we talking about?
Oh, you know, reality tears, wild magical energy. Also, for some reason, bees. I don't know why. And I don't know why this won't work. Thought I'd figured it out. but it keeps breaking and I can't get my thoughts to line up.
You fixed the illuvian, though.
The illuvian was easy. Once I replaced the resonance crystals, adjusted the lyrium lens, it worked fine. I mean, I had to realign the matrices, but it just worked. Not like this thing.
You don't give yourself enough credit. You're smart. You'll figure it out.
Well, thank you for thinking that.
Of course. Also, what is it exactly?
It's the Nodus Dirthalin, the 8th archive. I heard it was gone forever, but here it is.
So what does it do?
It knows things, whatever its creator knew, at least. So much knowledge, all the wonders of Elvenon. Or at least bits of them, which is more than we have. Once I figure it out, at least, whoever made it was powerful, but clumsy. It's resonating off tempo. Need to match it. First, introduce a microfracture, but before that, you'll need the Fate Harmonics, so... Sorry, I ramble sometimes. I'm a rambler. Ruined a lot of relationships. Most of the people I've been with didn't care for it. And I'm doing it. Again.
Couple of things. One, I kind of like the rambling. It shows that she's passionate. She really likes what she's doing, and she kind of gets nervous because she cares what people think of her. I'm kind of the same way. Second, you could have just said it's another Nodus Dirthalin, the 8th to be exact. Like, you already told us that the Nodus Dirthalin knows things. Like, it's a wealth of knowledge. So we didn't need that huge explanation. Again, it's redundant. You don't need to have redundancy in a game, especially when you give us lore things. And if we want to be redundant, give us the option to be us. And what exactly is a Nodus Dirthalin? I know you mentioned it before, but you didn't go into much detail. That's what you should have done. BioWare, get your heads out your ass and make a good game.
I could listen to you ramble all day.
Oh, well, same to you. Not that you ramble, you should talk more. I mean, you talk plenty. Just the right amount. Ideal talking. Okay. Anyway, the Nodus Dirthalin. I'll get back to it. Soon. But I think I need a break. Maybe take a nap and I can finish later.
Personally, I always endorse napping.
Right. Never underestimate a good nap. Anyways, let me know if you need me. I'll be ready.
They'd found someone who could fix their mirror. One of Arlathan's own veil jumpers. Just what they were looking for. And Balara had found something else. An artifact that held a wealth of lost knowledge. But a prize like that was going to attract more attention than they'd bargained for.
It's a dragon, ain't it? There's a dragon in there. Alright, so a couple of things. One, I still have probably a good hour and a half to this recording. I am going to go ahead and do that. That's going to be a separate video. This is going to be a first for me on this series because it's actually going to be underneath an hour. I do apologize again for all the delays and trying to get these done and everything like that. It just takes a lot of time and work and effort to go through and edit all these. Like this one was over 3.5 hours long. Took me a little bit. I really don't want to go through the rest because I could make a whole nother video on that, which I am going to do. That being said, until next time, make sure you like and subscribe. Bye!